Welcome everybody, welcome to my channel Escape into Knowledge with Dietitian Komal Mittal. सब्सक्राइब करें चैनल को अभी, लाइक बटन पे क्लिक करें और बेल आइकन को हिट करें. Talking about evolution and natural selection. So how do species change and diverge over time? So we are going to explain that how natural selection leads to evolution and talk about our father of evolution, Charles Darwin, who was a naturalist, revolutionary, who studied variation in plants, animals and even fossils. From 1831 to 1836, he traveled around the world to observe animals and plants. He destined to Galapagos Island, where he observed the finches with a unique beak shape. These beak shapes were so designed for the food sources available in their specific area and environment so that they can adapt to give a higher chance of survival. So 14 species of Darwin finches are there and 13 were only found on the Galapagos Island, and now even today they are still alive. Some finches are alive and some have been endangered. After the finches, Darwin even observed the tortoises found in the area, and if you compare them, the tortoises found near the ground in the land, they have rounded shell and shorter necks, but the tortoises found in the Galapagos Island were giant tortoises, and they had longer neck, which made it an easy approach for them to the leaves and more access compared to the shorter neck tortoises. So these observations and examples clearly state that it is natural selection and the nature itself selects the fittest of all, and these selection bring changes in an organism with time, and this is referred as evolution, that is slow but continuous. Taking the examples of evolution, we consider horses, which were found 55 million years ago, and the first horses were found in the North American grasslands, which later on migrated across Bering Land Bridge, which is nowadays known as Siberia. These then spread west across Asia into the Europe and south to the Middle East and North Africa. These horses, which were found 55 million years ago, they had 3 to 4 toes, which later on evolved into the one with a single hoof. So now if you see the Dinohyphus is the one which is closely related to the modern day horses, and they are single hoof and they eat grass, and they were approximately known to be evolved 11 to 4 million years ago. So it was a time from 55, then it progressed till 11 to 4 million years ago, and it was the time in between which was evolution being seen. So this is all adaptation. So now there was another example for the adaptation which need to be evolved, that was the peppered moth. The peppered moth are known for the light grey color with the black spots. This pattern of color helped them to blend in with the tree trunk covered in lichen. So there is a black variation of the peppered moth also. So they are known as melanic. So what happened? This type of light grey moth was able to be survive in the area with the garden and were lots of trees. But these black variation of moth, the melanic one, were unable to survive there. And they found good use in the area where in the 19th century black peppered moth arrived in the urban areas, and here industrialization and coal fire work was in progress. So here the darker moths blended in the better with the soot covered tree trunks and making them less visible to the predators, whereas the ones with the light grey shade couldn't survive in this way. So this is all adaptation. You adapt according to the environment you see. So enough of examples we have learnt upon and checked in that we have studied in animals. So when talking about plants, so the best example is the species of the clover plant, in which it developed a mutation that caused poison cyanide. So what happened that if you taste that clover plant, then it tastes bitter and it makes them less likely to be eaten. So the cyanide can kill the plant if the temperatures go too down. So they are preferred to be grown in the areas where the temperature is little hot. The temperature is little higher. Key concept lies in that there is a very minute difference between the variation, natural selection and evolution. So you need to know what is a rapid evolution, what is a slow evolution. So these are the things. Now when you can go on with the worksheets where you need to know the adaptation followed by plants and animals and everything. So state out more examples, and you can come back in the comment section and mention the animals or the plants which you might have gone through. So stay tuned with me and become an escapist sapient, escape into the knowledge with us. And if you have any update or any knowledge which you want to gain, you do mention in the comment section. Take care.